Hey everyone, on our 2007 Toyota FJ Cruiser, we are going to be changing out the reverse backup lights. Anybody that has an FJ Cruiser knows how anemic the stock backup lights are. They just don't light up anything. Now, of course, is that really a big deal? Because you can't see anything out of the back of the FJ Cruiser anyway, because the tire is in the way and the window is so small. True, you can't see anything anyway. However, in your rearview mirror, you can see some. And if you stick your head out the window, like a dog hanging its head out the window, you can see some behind you. And so for those instances, it is nice to have some backup lights that actually produce some light. And the stock ones really do nothing.
How we get to them is there's these little access panels right here that make it so that you can get inside. So these little access panels can actually let you get into the back of the taillights here and allow you to get your hands in there. Although the only problem I found is if anybody has anywhere near big hands, they're not gonna be able to get their fingers in there to work on all that stuff because it's kind of tight for yeah. So if you have kids that like grabbing things, then probably let them get their hands in there.
Okay.
But yeah, and so if you can see in there, there are 3 light bulbs. There's one on the bottom, and then there's one off to the side.
That one?
Yep, and then there's one on top. The
reverse, am I close to it?
Yeah, it's up pretty high actually, but
up.
Yeah.
I'll point.
It's up. So the bottom one is your turn signal.
This one?
Yep, that one's your turn signal, and then that one's your brake light. So and the top one's the reverse light. So
so it's the hardest one to get to.
Yeah, it's the hardest one to get to.
Okay, can you even see it?
Not really. And you have to cut that tape there to even be able to get.
You're talking about this red tape?
Yeah, that red tape. You have
so
to cut
so
it.
this wire off the wiring harness is the one that services it.
Yeah.
And you cut that red tape to get to it.
To be able to get enough wire to pull it out of its socket, because the casing and the bulb both come out, and so it's got to come back about that much.
Now that's just electrical tape.
That's just electrical tape. It doesn't even really need to be.
So could you unwrap it instead of cutting it?
No, there's no space in there to do it. So I think
it's all right.
It's like up there, sort of, kind of.
There.
Up there, you can see it. Oh, the tricky part is it's got to turn and then pull out.
Turn, you mean it's almost like it
clip.
screws?
Not screwed, it's like keyed.
Oh, it's keyed, okay.
Yeah. And,
so you like a quarter turn to line the keys up, and then it pulls straight back.
There you go.
Okay.
It's got an O-ring on it too, so it's like pretty simple.
Okay. Then it just pops out. Now we're going to keep those original.
Rebecca, Mama threw away one of them.
Nope, I've got it. It's in that box right there. So be careful. Yeah.
Oh, you already unpackaged?
Yeah, I did. So it's got an O-ring, so there's no dust and dirt inside of it. It's sealed, so if there's water and stuff getting inside of there, it's because something's cracked and broken.
So now you just take this buddy, put it in. Slot. Looks like that.
Okay.
And then you take and turn the buddy around. This is the hard part because you can't see where you're aiming for in the hole.
Okay. This right side is the OEM. This left side is the new LED. I mean, that's a pretty obvious difference between the two. OEM on the right, LED on the left. Wow.
Well, at least it's light now, so I can sort of see where it is.
Yeah, you're doing the first one in the dark. And then we already have a video of the difference between the bright one and the not bright one, the new one and the stock one. So I'll just use that on the to demonstrate the difference.
Okay.
And you can actually see it. You're not going to pick this up on the, well, sort of. If you see the little yellow right there that's wiggling, you can see it on the camera as he wiggles it around. Go ahead and put it in.
Well, I'm trying to get it.
Oh, okay. So the hardest part is because your hand's in the way, you can't see how to line up the key because your hands are in the way, so you're just doing it by feel.